Hey, what's good, man? It's your boy Big Sale. So listen, man, we see these videos all the time about how to invest, how to buy vehicles, how to put them in your business name, your company name, and the whole 9 yards. And I watched them. Some of them I tried. They didn't work for me, but I'm not saying that they're not real. Well, for once, I ran into a cat, man, that turned me on to something, and it worked. And it worked to the point to where I want to share this with you. This is not a game. This is not a gimmick. I'm telling you, I am a living witness of it. A lot of times, we run into people that you see doing magnificent things, and they don't want to share with you, how they got it. Me, you guys know I'm an open book. I love sharing. I love giving you the game. So I'm going to show you. So you guys know I had a G-Wagon. When I bought the G-Wagon, I cashed it out, and it was a beautiful car, the whole 9 yards. But after finding out about the BMW Alpina, I got interested in that. So I brought the G-Wagon in for trade, and the G-Wagon could have basically just paid for the Alpina. But a partner of mine that rides motorcycles recognized me and said, look, Sil, let's do this. You put it in your business name. So all of my vehicles are in my business name, Fast Harley's Only Motorcycle Association, whatever you want to call it. But all of them are in my business name. But on this particular one, he showed me a way how to pull money out of my business deal, out of my deal, to be able to make other investments and to be able to almost double the money or however you want to do it. But I was able to pull money out of the trade and still purchase the vehicle in my business name. So this is what I want to show you. So when I bought the BMW Alpina, I was able to get back a check. I'm just going to show you that amount. It got my name on it so y'all can see Fast Harley's Only. But anyway, I was able to pull $50,000. Basically, I'm going to call it equity out of the deal so that I can use it however I need to use it to make an investment, to double it, or however you want to do it. But I'm going to explain to you how the whole thing went, and then I'm going to let him explain to you why he told me that, why he shared that with me, and the whole 9 yards. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so again, the trade-in, the G-Wagon was paid for. I traded in the G-Wagon for the Alpina, and I was able to pull $50,000 cash out of the deal. This is my man Moon. I'm going to let him explain to you why he shared that with me and what was the purpose of him sharing that with me. So stay tuned. All right, this is my man Moon. What up, baby? How you doing
What's
today?
happening? What's happening?
So first off, who are you?
Man, for those that don't know me, my name is Dion Moon. Those that do know me, folks call me Mooney or Moon, whatever, on the bike set. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. Just a young old brother that's out here doing my thing, man.
So what's your title here at BMW?
I am the finance director.
Finance director.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you shared with me when we came in here to do the deal, I was just trying to cash out the Alpina, and you was like, hold on, Sil, let's maximize this opportunity with your business, your name, and the whole 9 yards. First off, why would you share that type of information, and what do you get out of it? How does it benefit you as a finance manager?
Well, for one, the benefit for me is, say, like I told you, I've been in this industry for 23 years. I know the ins and outs of this game. So I see things that as we say, those others do that a lot of us don't do or know that you can do. So being the finance director, knowing all the ins and outs, my thing is, when you look like me, you sound like me, you act like me, it's my job to make sure that I give you as much knowledge as I possibly can from sitting on this side of the table. And it's free knowledge. I don't charge for what I do. My joy comes from knowing that I gave you a piece of advice or a piece of game that you didn't even know existed in this side of the industry, and you could take something and make something of it. And that's what I'm here for, man, is to educate. I have one rule from people that buy cars from me. You can't buy one if you can't afford to make sure that it's fully covered. Because I don't want you calling my phone talking about you got an issue with something. I want you to be able to just pay your car payment, bring your vehicle in when it need to be serviced, get it serviced, and you go about your business, and you don't owe nobody no money at the end of the day. But I'm going to give you all the game that I can give you in understanding, one, how to buy a car, knowing what the ins and outs are when buying a car. Turning you on to that, I was like, hey, Sal, listen, You trading in a paid off vehicle. You getting into another car that's finna be paid off. But instead of doing that, let me pull some of this money and reinvest it back into you. So that way you could take this money and go flip it and let that earn even more funds. So now you just took some money away from something that you had that was an equity state. And now you could take that money, go dump it into something else and let that money go earn you more money. Versus you having to take money from other places that you already have it sitting to go do what you was going to do anyway.
Period.
Instead, that money's still sitting where it's sitting, and you pull money from something that you didn't even know you could pull money from to go make something else happen with it. So, you being receptive enough to even listen, hear me out on it, to understand, and proof is in the pudding. Check right there in your hand. Check is right there in your hand. I made sure that was cut when I was going to the Bahamas.
Period. Yeah. So let me pause y'all right here. Boom. So the whole thing for me was when you first told me, like, Sale, listen, you're buying cars, you're doing your thing, that's fine and dandy, but let me show you how to build your business credit. So the move that we just did, what does this do for my business credit?
Now we just took a business line of credit and we placed it up under your business that's going to report to your tax ID. You're Dun and Bradstreet. So the next time you come back to see me to buy a vehicle,
and I'll be back.
I know you will.
Queen, go make sure.
We already working on Queen matching set.
That's all right there.
Because I don't want no problems. But now, if I want to go business only, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 to where your name isn't attached to it at all, I have a lender that will allow us to do so, because now we have a big amount up under it. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that, yeah, you can pay cash for every car you purchase. I know that. You know what I'm saying? And for those that don't know that, I'm going to tell you, it's that.
Yeah.
But let me show you how to use somebody else's stuff to gain what you need. Yeah. Now, the difference is that, let's make, just so we can clear this up as well, just in case somebody asks this question. That dollar amount ain't going to be there for long. We just did that just to make sure we created a portfolio. So therefore, when we roll back around to it, we don't have to do this anymore. I
don't have to be a co-signer on my business.
On your business.
So what we did was we basically, because you hear it all the time on Instagram and TikTok, well, you have to have three trade lines or whatever. But what we did was we superseded that and went right to a major company to establish a trade line.
Correct. We're with BMW.
Yeah.
We're with BMW. Your first business trade line with an automobile says Bavarian Motor Works. We didn't start small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't start small. We started with the creme de la creme.
And how does that, and what does that mean? Like, when you say you started with BMW, what impact does that really have?
BMW has a huge impact. So, like, let's say, for instance, on your next one, you go look at Mercedes, you go look at Porsche, you go look at Maserati, you go look at Land Rover. The fact that BMW gave you a line of credit makes them look at your line of credit differently. Okay. Versus if you started off with somebody like a Santander or, one of the banks that are subprime lenders. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, nothing's wrong with that, because, people have issues with credit, you know what I'm saying? Which I also help with getting that back on track as well.
Wow.
But, you have to start somewhere. Yeah. So, once you start there, we try to continue to ramp you up to get you to those bigger lenders that give those lower APRs, that will look at business and help you get financing up on your business. That stuff that people talk about on Instagram, TikTok, hey, you can go get a car up and you go get a car up on your business name. Your business credit is just like your personal credit.
Yes.
If you have nothing under it, nobody's going to give you nothing. If you have the right trade lines up under it, then yes, you can get something. But if all you got on your business credit is $3,000 or $4,000 and you're trying to buy $60,000, $70,000 auto, nobody's financing that.
So when it comes to having BMW say, hey, we're going to take a chance, because this was the funny thing. When we first did it, they denied my personal. Or did they deny?
No. They denied the business because the business didn't have any history.
Boom. So then when we came back and I co-signed for the business, then
it was approved.
So what we're doing by establishing that, I'll be able to step all the way off of it from this point forward, and the business will be able to hold itself.
Business will be able to stand on its own.
Yeah. So by teaching me this game, man, I want to tell you thank you, because again, people always say, well, Seth, how do I build up my business credit? How do I build up my business credit? And you always hear to go get the U line, go get the blah, 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 go get the 3 trade lines or whatever. Brother, what you did was elevated me to a whole nother level. And I have to tell you thank you, because again, that's game that people don't normally share. Now, people will say, well, so he shared it with you because he's locking you in. But how are you locking me in when I got the opportunity to take this, triple it, and then come back and cash it out?
First of all, you ain't locked in at all, because I can pull you out of your car right now and cut you another check.
Yeah,
I can pull you out your car right now.
You ain't getting it, I'm keeping it. Yeah.
And cut you another check.
Yeah.
So you're not locked in at all. The way I structured your deal, you could literally get out of it right now and probably drop another 90 to 100,000 back in your pocket. Back in your pocket right now, based off of how your deal is structured.
Yeah.
I'm one of the individuals that's in this business that I will tell you, if you are sitting in front of me, hey, that's a bad deal.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, I'm also going to keep it 100 with you, depending upon what your situation is.
Period.
If your situation is allowing for the situation that we're sitting at and we're talking about, then I'm going to tell you that. But if you buying something that I feel like you shouldn't be buying, I'm going to tell you that. Now, once I tell you all this information,
it's up to you.
It's up to you. You do with it what you want to do with it. But one thing I make it is my name is good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me will back that up. I don't have no issues with nobody. I don't lie to nobody. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you 100% of the time.
So the next question would be, if a person who just started their business credit and just got the EIN, got everything, do they need at least time up under it before they come see you, or can you get it?
Well, I'll put it this way. So let's say you do have a fairly brand new business, right? But you have your personal credit is on point.
Okay. What's on point? 700, 720?
If you a 650, 680, 700, you could be a 600, and I can look at your actual profile and I can tell you what I can and cannot do just based off of looking at it. Because sometimes score doesn't mean nothing. Have you ever seen a fake 740? A fake 740 is somebody who's been in college for a long time, got a whole lot of student loans that are deferred, but they got 700 plus credit scores. Those are fake scores. Because no automotive lender is getting ready to loan you 60, 70 grand off of all you having is those. Now, can I get you into a vehicle? Of course I can. But
it might not be your creme de la creme. You came here looking at the 800, the 850 or whatever. You go end up with the 325.
I'm going to put you in that 3 Series. But if you got the credit and your business is just starting off, I can still get you qualified to where I can have your business as the buyer, have you as the personal guarantor. Depending upon who I use, I can also keep it off your personal credit.
So now, let's talk. Hold on. So now let's talk about how does that work. By me being the personal guarantor on my business credit, how does that affect my personal, or how does it affect my business?
So depending upon who our lender is, it'll stay off of your personal credit unless you default. If you default, make late payments, then that's when it'll report to your personal. But other than that, it stays up under your business. Your business, it's great to have a Dun and Bradstreet number as long as the lender that you're using will actually report to your Dun's number. But no matter what, everything shows under your tax ID. When you go apply for an automobile, they don't ask for your Dun and Bradstreet number. They ask for your tax ID. So everything is up under your tax ID. Some use SEAF is one of the lenders. Then you have some bureaus that pull Experian business reports. So if you have someone that reports to Experian only, then those things will show up under your Experian business report, which you can actually go online to Experian
BMW.
business.
So this loan right here is going to my Dun & Bradstreet.
Right. So your Dun & Bradstreet number and your tax ID number was submitted to BMW when I submitted your information. So If they're not showing up, then that means we need to get Dun and Bradstreet to contact BMW to find out their reporting agency to make sure that it's reported.
And the good thing about it is that it's not on my personal credit as
Right.
well. Right now, as of right now, it's not on my personal, so it doesn't add or take away from my
your debt to
credit,
income.
from my debt to income ratio. And once we set it up, because the way we have it set up, and you advised me this, we're going to pay 6 to 12. I'm going to do the 12. I already got it set up for the 12 payment.
months and then
automatic withdrawal.
Yep,
so I
12
ain't even got
months.
to work, and then just cash it out and be done with it.
Yep.
Now, with that,
That small.
do we
ass-
save?
that
Do we
small ass
save
baby balance.
on? Do we save on the interest in the contract by doing
Yes,
that?
you
Or
do.
you do.
So any loans are simple interest right now. So your
Okay.
interest accrues on a daily basis.
Okay.
So if you prepay a payment, if you pay more than is due, then you're automatically saving on the interest. You pay it off early, then the remainder of the interest fades away.
Okay.
Because they can't charge you that because it never accrued to your
I
account.
got you. So when you make a payment, do you need to say this is interest only, or this is payment only, or principal only?
For instance, the way it's set up is you have your interest bucket and you have your principal bucket.
Okay.
So when you make your initial payment, your interest is going to pull first.
Okay.
Anything else that you add on top of that is going to go directly to your principal balance.
Okay.
It's going to go directly to your principal balance, which is overall going to cut down on your overall finance term
Okay.
and your interest, and to pay the vehicle off as soon as possible.
Okay. So that's how you negotiate and navigate that. Well, brother, first off, again, I want to thank you. I want you guys to understand that for him to take the time to do this, the man is very busy. But it's important to hear it and hear it the real way. Like I say, I watched so many videos on Instagram, TikTok. Oh, business credit, EIN, go get it. Boo, I just bought this house. I just bought this car. Listen, man, don't believe it. You have to have somebody who's giving you the game, who's in the game. And I'm telling you, this is a real check that right now. So now, with the vehicle that I own, I now took it, number one, enhanced my business credit, and I got money now personally to do whatever I need to do with it to continue to build on whatever I want to build on. So that's the part right there that you have to look at. I took a situation that was a decent situation and also made it two beautiful situations. So again, Mr. Moon, I have to thank you for that.
Hey, no problem at all. And I got one last thing I got to
What you
say. In my final words, in representation of my homie DJ Dirty, sell them hoes some. I ain't got it.
Anyway, man, it's your boy Big Setup HOH, and I'm signing out, man. Again, rewind this, play it, and hear it for yourself. If you're trying to establish a business credit, there's a way you can do it. And this man has helped me tremendously, took me to another level as far as that go. And you can get vehicles in your business name. My registration is in my business name. The title is in my business name, the whole 9 yards. I'm just the driver of the vehicle, period. And that helps you in so many different ways as far as your business, tax purposes, the whole 9 yards. So again, how does that work even with the tax?
So on certain vehicles, as long as the gross vehicle weight is over 6,000 pounds,
Okay.
it can be a write-off.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, you're riding around on a write-off.
Yeah. Is mine is over.
Yeah, that big heavy motherfucker. Yeah.
Bingo. Yeah. So let me drive it and kill off some of these taxes. But it's your boy Big Setup HOH, and I see, man. Again, I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, hit my man up. Give me your information.
On Facebook, I am Dion Moon. On Instagram, it is Mooney_fresh. If you need to call me, you can call me or text me directly at 404-561-0078.
That part. Listen, and don't be calling with no bullshit ass questions. I tell everybody all the time, do your research, do your homework, know who you are. That's the thing. A lot of y'all act like you're 800 when you know you're a 530. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be calling down here with a 530, you know what I'm saying, trying to act like you're 800. You understand me? So anyway, much love to you. It's your boy Big Setup HOH and the HNIC again. Not bragging, not flossing, but just giving you some facts and giving you some real game. Peace.